Welcome to your Miracle Moment. I'm Deborah Poneman.
And I'm Marcy Scheimoff, and we're the co-founders of Your Year of Miracles, where we help thousands of women around the world to live in the miracle zone. And today's mentoring moment is about the value of women friends, which we know a bit about. Deborah and I have actually been friends for almost 40 years. Impossible to believe.
We've been friends actually since before we were born.
Yeah, in the womb. So, did you know that our relationships actually have a biochemical effect on our bodies? When we have a moment where we're really connecting with another person in a fulfilling and in a healthy way, what happens is that our brains flood our cells with happiness chemicals. But unfortunately, when we have unhealthy relationships or encounters with people that aren't so good, then harmful chemicals flood our body. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Men and women actually have different brain chemical responses. Like when we're under stress, men's and women's brains function very, very differently.
In fact, you've probably heard that the happiness chemical oxytocin, you've probably heard of it, but did you know that it's specifically a chemical for women that helps us lower stress? Oxytocin is often referred to as the love hormone because it makes us feel bonded and connected with each other and has a calming influence that helps us when we're feeling stressed out. I'm stressed out right now. I couldn't stay stressed out. And there are a lot of ways to increase oxytocin, but unfortunately, we can't do all of them, and certainly not all at the same time, like giving birth, for example, or breastfeeding or making love. We can't just stop and do these things when we're feeling stressed out. But there is something that we can do, and it's called tending and befriending.
So think of when you're stressed. Do you ever feel like you want to go talk to a girlfriend about it? I know I do. Well, that's the befriending part of things. Or you may want to go out and start doing things for other people. You might cook a meal, or you might immerse yourself in taking care of your children or your beloved pets, or maybe a sick friend. That's the tending piece. And there was this groundbreaking UCLA study that showed that when women are under stress, that what we want to do is we want to go either tend or befriend because it helps us produce more oxytocin. And when we do either of these things, we feel better from that raised level of oxytocin. You might not have known about the oxytocin part, but when you were going through a rough time, you probably instinctively sought out other women for support or to just have a good long yak fest, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, Marcy and I love to call each other when we're feeling frustrated or going through something and just talk about it. And we absolutely get that oxytocin high. But as Marcy said earlier, men are different. When men are stressed out, oxytocin doesn't help them. Knowing this, don't look to them to tend and befriend you when you're having a rough time, because you're just setting yourself up for disappointment.
That's totally true. And our very dear friend of ours and our colleague is a man named Dr. John Gray. You probably have heard of him because he wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He's one of the most respected relationship experts in the world. And he says that when men are stressed out, it lowers their dopamine and testosterone levels, which causes them to feel more frustrated or depressed. So John says that while we women are busy seeking girlfriends or children or pets, men are actually biologically hardwired to seek out ways to solve problems. They seek out ways to get into action, to overcome risk and danger, because those are the things that increase their dopamine and testosterone, and that's what will help them decrease their stress.
Right. So for all of us women, how lucky are we to have sisters to tend and befriend? So if you're going through a rough time, reach out and give your friends an opportunity to get one of those calming oxytocin highs.
Yeah. And we want to end this miracle moment with a quote from one of our favorite quotees, Miss Anonymous. And we often quote Miss Anonymous. And we feel this quote really embodies the high of an oxytocin friendship, and it goes like this. A friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you even when you've forgotten the words.
That's you for me.
And you for me.
So we wish you deep friendships and many oxytocin-filled miracles.
Lots of love to you. And go hug someone. That also helps create oxytocin, yeah?
Yeah.